and the sky stretched wide and endless, lived an old elephant named Tara. Her back was curved with age, her tusks chipped from years of defending her herd, and her eyes, oh, her eyes were deep with memories, some joyful, some full of quiet pain. Tara was once the leader of the largest elephant herd in the region. She had guided them through famines, wildfires, and poachers. She had seen calves born under the moon and old elephants lie down to never rise again. Her memory, as with all elephants, was sharp. But unlike the others, Tara had learned something rare. She had learned how to forget hate. Many years ago, when Tara was just a young calf, her mother had been taken by poachers. It was a rainy afternoon. The air smelled of metal and smoke. Tara never forgot the sound of the gunshot. The herd ran, but her mother didn't. That day, Tara learned what fear was. For years, she grew up with anger in her heart. She would chase any human who came near. Farmers, photographers, forest guards, she saw them all the same. Enemies. One summer, a terrible drought hit Sundari Plains. Water holes dried. Grass turned to dust. The animals grew desperate. The herds wandered far and wide in search of a stream or even a muddy patch. Calves cried from thirst. Elephants, big and strong, began to fall. Tara was old then, no longer leading the herd, just following behind, watching with sorrow. One day, while resting under a dry tree, she saw something strange. A boy, barely 10 years old, was approaching her slowly, alone. He was barefoot, carrying a small metal pot. Her ears flared, her legs shifted. She was ready to defend herself. But the boy knelt a few feet away and poured water from the pot onto a flat stone, letting it pool. Then he stood back, his hands raised. Tara watched. Her trunk lifted, suspicious, but thirst won. Slowly she stepped forward, sipped the water. It was warm but clean. She looked at the boy. He didn't run. He smiled. The next day he returned with more water. This time he brought a few cucumbers too. Then again the next day, and the next. The herd began to notice. Tara didn't chase the boy. In fact, she let the calves approach him. He laughed when they tickled his palms with their trunks. His name, they learned, was Ravi, the son of a forest ranger. He had seen the suffering of the elephants and had made it his mission to help. Weeks passed. The rains came at last, turning the brown land green again. Life returned to the plains. The elephants could have left, but Tara didn't. Not right away. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Tara stood beside Ravi. He was sitting under the same tree, now taller, reading a book. She gently wrapped her trunk around him, not to hurt, but to thank. And in that moment, something shifted deep within her. A weight she had carried for decades quietly lifted. She realized not all humans were cruel. Not all pain needed to be passed on. She had remembered everything, every gunshot, every scream, but now she chose to remember kindness too. Years passed. Ravi grew up to be a wildlife conservationist. Tara grew older, slower, wiser. One morning, villagers found her lying peacefully under the same tree. She had passed away in her sleep. No signs of struggle, just calm. Ravi came and sat beside her, placing a garland of forest flowers on her tusk. He didn't cry. He smiled. Because he knew Tara had left the world not with hate, but with peace in her heart. Moral of the story: pain teaches us to fear, but love teaches us to heal. We may not control what the world gives us, but we do choose what we carry. Let your memories make you wiser, not bitter. Forgiveness isn't forgetting the pain. It's remembering the kindness that came after. Would you like more animal stories like this? Or perhaps